G'day, it's Phil here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking through $1 coins again, looking for commemorative coins, rare coins, and coins worth more than face value. Again, we have my $1 collection folder here from the Royal Australian Mint with the commemorative coins that we found so far. We have pretty much all of the commemorative coins up until one of the most recent commemorative coins, the 2020 Centenary of Qantas. We have the changeover coin, which is the low minted commemorative coin. We have a mint mark coin down here from the year of the Outback, but we're really trying to get that Qantas Centenary coin to fill in the collection folder so we can start all over again. So let's pull in to the coins and see if we can find that Centenary of Qantas amongst the rolls of coins that I've got. I've got $240, 12 rolls of $1 coins. Oh, that's a bit too close. Let's go out a little bit. Let's see if we can find the Centenary of Qantas and fill the book in. That is the Mob of Roos. That is a standard $1 design, and I'll be flicking through that just on the reverses, just looking for the commemorative sides, and then I'll go through all the coins at the end, looking for coins of note. Here is our first commemorative coin. It is the Centenary of Girl Guiding from 2010, celebrating 100 years of guides in Australia. So that's going to go up on the top row. That's going to be our common commemorative row. And if we find something worth keeping, I'll put it down on a row at the bottom of the screen, and that'll be the keepers row. Here we have a Centenary of Federation coin from 2001. We always check that coin out for a rotation error, but it's highly minted, so it's a common commemorative. It's going to go up there on the top row. And we will continue looking through these coins, these $1 coins, and see what we can find. I look out for some errors. I look out for low minted coins. Here is a 1997 coin, Sir Charles Kingsford Smith, in very, very ordinary condition. So it's going to go back to the bank, but it's going to go up on the top row. And here we have the Centenary of Scouting from 2008. It's a bit of a mini set with the Centenary of Guiding, so I might move that one along and put that one in next to it. So we have the Guiding and the Scouting next to each other, but it's also highly minted, so it's going to go up there with the top row common commemoratives, and that finishes off our first roll, which is not too bad. We've got a few commemoratives out from that. No Qantas yet, but we've still got a lot of coins to get through. There we have 1999's International Year of Older Persons, and so we're going to put that one also up on the top row as it's highly minted. And we'll continue looking through the Mob of Roos, seeing what else we can find today. 2007 will be the APEC Australia, celebrating the APEC meeting in 2007. It's going to go up on the top row. And here we have the AFLW Premiership season from 2024. We have the Best and Fairest trophy with the Queen Elizabeth II memorial effigy there. It's a low minted coin. It came out in conjunction with the Australia Post, and so it's going to go down on the bottom row. It's a low minted coin. I do have a fair amount of those, but it doesn't detract from the fact that it is a low minted coin. Here we have Sir Henry Parkes, the father of Federation, from 1996. He's going to go up on the top row as it's a highly minted coin, but from quite a while ago. And then we have 2014, and we see the 100 Years of Anzac. The Spirit Lives. The series ran from 2014 to 2018 inclusively. The 2014 issue was the highest minted of the series, and so we'll put that up on the top row. But if we find any of the others, we'll put them down on the bottom row because they are lower minted coins of that series. Here's our second roll gone through, and I'll put that to the side for checking later on, and we'll get into our third roll. When I go through the Mob of Roos at the end, I'll be looking for the years 1987, 89, 1990, 1991, 2007 and 2012, because they were years where no Mob of Roos were issued into circulation, so they would be NIFC years, so always happy to look out for those. Here we have the Centenary of Women's Suffrage from 2003. It's a higher minted coin, but it's quite hard to find this particular one in good condition. So it's going to go up on the top row. I always try and find those in good condition to swap out with the ones in the book. Here we have the very first $1 commemorative coin, the International Year of Peace from 1986. It's also highly minted. It's going to go up on the top row there. There's another 1996, another Sir Henry Parkes. It's going to go down there on the top row. And we will continue on. Here we have the Dancing Man from 2005, the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II. Dancing Man is a highly minted coin, so it's going to go up on the top row. Another Sir Charles Kingsford Smith, also from 1997, as I said, and it's going to go up there on the top row. We have a Year of the Outback without a mint mark, this one, though. This is a highly minted commemorative, so it's going to go up on the top row. And another Year of the Outback, celebrating Australia's Outback. It's going to go up there. Another Sir Henry Parkes with a bit of gum on it by the looks of it. That's quite yuck. And then this last coin in the third roll is from 1988, Australia's Bicentenary. It's going to go up on the top row as a highly minted coin, and that allows us to speed the hunt up a little bit. I'll only stop when we find a coin that we haven't seen today. Hopefully that'll be the Qantas, but let's get into the hunt and see what else we can find. And then from 1993, we see the Landcare Australia coin, celebrating Australia's Landcare organisation. It's highly minted. Sometimes on this coin we look out for dyed chips amongst the leaves on that tree there, but this one seems to be fine, so we will move on. And there, for the first time, we see the centenary of Commonwealth Age Pension from 2009, celebrating looking after Australia's elderly population for 100 years in 2009. And there we see Australia's Volunteers making a difference from 2003, celebrating Australia's volunteers of all shapes and sizes. It's going to go up there on the top row. Oh, and there we see 100 years of Anzac. But this one is from the year 2016, so one of the lower minted 100 Years of Anzac. That's going to go down on the keeper's row on the bottom. And there, for the first time today, we see the 2011 CHOGM coin. CHOGM stands for Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. That meeting was in 2011 in Perth, Australia. As it says down the bottom there, another meeting that we have a coin for. That's going to go up on the top row though, because it is highly minted. And that then is going to bring us on to the last roll. And hopefully we have a little bit of last roll luck. Oh, I did see a 1984 Mob of Ruse that is in quite good condition and a little bit toned up. On a live stream very recently, I did have one of the viewers ask, was anyone finding any really crispy high-grade 1984 coins, and this seems to be one of those. 1984 was the first year issued of the $1 coin after changing from a $1 note. That's actually quite good. I do have a number of them in really good condition, but they are very hard to find in good condition, so we'll move on from that one. But no centenary of Qantas yet in this hunt, so hopefully we have a little bit of last roll luck and we can find that centenary of Qantas in this roll. But we'll see how we go. We've got a few coins to come through yet. Here's another International Year of Peace. Not in bad condition either, that one. That's not too bad. But, another Sir Henry Parkes. Always looking out for mint marks on the Sir Henry Parkes. It's right down the corner at the bottom there in that little space. Hard to see. Another CHOGM coin in pretty good condition. And where would we put that? No, it's not CHOGM. That's APEC Australia. There we go. Getting my words wrong there. Another Sir Henry Parkes and another Centenary of Women's Suffrage. I think we've only had one of those. Yes, we have. 2023 in pretty good order. 2024 in pretty good order. 2010, another Girl Guiding Centenary. So our first commemorative coin. Not quite the last commemorative coin, because we have a dancing man here for the last coin of the hunt, and also we'll lay him down. Only a small pile of Mob of Ruse to go through at the end there, but not a great hunt today. Certainly not the Centenary Federation, and only 2 coins in the keeper row. So hopefully when I go through the Mob of Ruse now, I'll find something else of note, but I'll be back in a sec to let you know if there was anything special. Well, there was one mob of ruse from 2019 that I did miss a detail, and that was a preview mark. There is a preview mark on this coin. It's down by the A on the dollar. There's a square with an S infused into it, and there's a little number 35 there amongst the mob of ruse. 35 stands for the 35th anniversary of the $1 coin in 2019, and the S is a preview mark. There was an A, a U, and an S for Australia, and that was part of the Dollar Discovery series. They're a low minted series with a preview mark on it, which was the first time preview marked coins were issued into circulation. It's low minted, so it's going to go into the wider collection, but I did miss that. Just missed that on the first viewing, but found it in the end. So the other two coins that we did pick up today were 100 Years of Anzac The Spirit Lives from 2016, a low minted year of that issue, and then a 2024 AFL Premiership Season Best and Fairest Award with the memorial effigy there. That's not in great condition, and I do have a fair amount of those, so that one's going to go back to the bank. But unfortunately, no Qantas and no finishing off the book with this week. But if you like what I do, please think about subscribing to the channel. Leave a comment down below if you are finding any Qantases. I'd love to know whereabouts in Australia the Qantases are turning up, so I can get some rolls from that part of the country and see if I can find the Qantas. But otherwise, I will be back for more noodling in a few days, so I'll see you then. Bye.